Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel, A Little Bit of Everything with Erin. Today we're going to be doing another cup with epoxy. This time you guys asked me if epoxy will actually stick to plastic. So I found this tumbler at Walmart for 98 cents, and we are going to go ahead and glitter it and epoxy it and see what happens. So the first thing I want to do is add some tape to the top so that none of the epoxy or the glitter gets in the ridges and the threads, and that stops the lid from actually going back on. So we're going to go ahead and take care of that really quick. I'm going to take it a little further out and fold it in on itself to make like a little flag so that we can easily grab that and move it when it's time to take it off. Now this part will be up to you. I'm going to go ahead and tape the bottom of the silver part too. I do actually like that that's there, and I know the epoxy will stick to this, so I don't want that to mess up on the plastic, so that we can get a good idea of if it will actually stick to the plastic or not. So now that we have that prepped, we're going to go ahead and use Mod Podge to add our glitter. Because this is already a tinted purple, I'm going to go with some purple fine glitter and use that. I'm going to be using the finger method to apply my Mod Podge, so I will be using gloves. Let me know if you guys prefer this angle or the one that's a little further away, so I know what to do in the future for you guys. So the finger method basically is you just put Mod Podge on your finger and put it over the cup. I do go over the tape so that I know that I'm getting the color of the glitter all over that. You can also use a foam brush. I don't like the foam brushes just because I feel like they're wasteful. I throw them away a lot. So once you have your even coat, you just want to start applying your glitter. I always do it over a paper plate or a piece of folded paper. That way I can easily fold that back into the jar and not have any real waste. So that's our first coat. We're definitely going to need a second coat of glitter just because I can see some bare spots, but that's typical. I usually need at least 2 coats of glitter on any of my tumblers anyway, but so far so good. Let's let this dry for about 30 minutes before we put on our next coat of Mod Podge. Alright, so it's been about a half hour. We're going to go ahead and do a second coat of Mod Podge and a second coat of glitter. It looks really good, but I can see holding it, and you probably won't catch it on the camera, is that there are some see-through spots where a lot of glitter just didn't hold. So I want to make sure those are covered and that I get a good coat of glitter on there. But so far I'm really liking it. So what I do with this step is I just go right over this glitter. You can seal it with something like triple thick clear glaze if you wanted to. I typically don't, so I'm not going to do that today, just to keep on with how I typically do it. So I'm just going to go ahead with the finger method some more. And this time you want to make sure you're using the same color glitter, because you will get a little transfer. And that is why I use the cup instead of putting my finger directly into the bottle of Mod Podge. So you see that second coat just really helps it a lot. It looks so much better already. Again, we're just going to let that sit and dry for about 30 more minutes and then move on to our next step. Okay, so it's been another 30 minutes. The second coat is dry. It looks great. I don't see any problems. I don't see a reason to do a third coat. So now we're going to seal this glitter in before we put the epoxy on. So there's 2 different ways you can do this. You can do another layer of Mod Podge, or you can go ahead with some clear triple thick and let that completely dry. I'm going to go ahead and do another layer of Mod Podge, and the reason I'm doing that is because that's how I do it on my other tumblers, and to make sure that everything is the same, to see if everything will stick to the plastic. That's what we're going to go ahead and do today. I can always do another video showing you all with the triple thick if that's what you guys want to see. Alright, so it's all on there, so again we're going to wait another 30 minutes to let that fully dry. So it's almost completely dry, so I do want to get this painter's tape off while it's still kind of in that tacky stage so that it doesn't seal over. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and that is why we made the little flap so it's easy to grab. And I just roll the cup with it so I don't do any extra pulling. And then that just gives us a nice sharp line, and our bottom looks great. We'll do the top. Alright, now we'll just let it continue to dry, and then we will work on epoxy next. Okay guys, because this is a skinny, long-necked bottle, it won't fit on the turner because my PVC pipe isn't long enough to hold it straight. So we're going to do something called the hanging method, and this is just a drying rack that my husband had built for me. And if you want to see how to make that super easy, super inexpensive, just leave me a comment down below that says yes, and we will get to making another one of these. I just have that sitting on this PVC pipe without this piece on it so that it will fit and kind of be stable. So with the hanging method, what you're doing is you're putting thin layers of epoxy on your cup, and you're putting it on here so thin that it really doesn't run down the cup, so there's no need to flip or spin it. So I've gone ahead and mixed my epoxy. I made way too much, so that's okay. We'll just put it in a mold like we typically do. Again, you can use a silicone brush or you can use your finger, whichever you prefer. And we're just going to go down in thin coats down the sides of the cup. And again, we've already gone ahead and taped it off with some painter's tape, and we'll slightly go over that just to make sure we get a nice good coat. Okay, so we've done 3 light coats doing the hanging method, and it is all on there and nice and dry. Look at it sparkle in the sun, so pretty. So I've gone and cut some vinyl. Let me show you that. So both the font here and the dream catcher can be found on craftbundles.com. It is in the Craft Lovers Volume 2 bundle pack. If you use the code ERIN20, you'll get 20% off anything on their website. Thanks for being awesome, Craft Bundles. Go and check out their SVGs and fonts and packs and see what you like. Use my code to get 20% off. All right, let's add that to this awesome cup we got going on. I'm just going to be using some contact paper. Again, I just buy this at Walmart in the kitchen section. So I thought that would just look really pretty with the purple glitter coming through the negative space. Let's add the name on the other side, the name and the dream catcher on. So we're going to do another layer of epoxy. You can actually stop at this point if you wanted to, but I do like to just seal that in as well. And I will be doing the hanging method again, just to put one final light coat of epoxy over that and seal the vinyl in. Alright guys, there is the finished product. It held on to the plastic just fine. We have no problems. It's on there good. So just remember, these are hand wash only. Do not put them in the dishwasher. Epoxy does not like the heat from the dishwasher. So with everything, I always tell my customers they're handmade, so make sure you hand wash them. Down in the description box below, you'll find all my affiliate links for everything that I used in this video. Remember, with affiliate links, I do make a small commission. All commissions go back into the channel so I can do videos like this that you guys request. If you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment down below. I do try to answer those right away. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to my channel. Give this video a thumbs up and share it if you want to. That really helps me out. And if you hit that bell, you'll get notifications anytime I post new videos. I'll put some photos of this cup at the end here so you can see it in all of its glory. The sparkle of it is just not showing up like I would like it to. I also want to note that I didn't put it on camera. Then when I went to do the last layer of epoxy to seal the vinyl in, I decided to do something that I do a lot, and I added a little bit of white glitter in it just to give it this little bit of an iridescent look over it, because that will go over the vinyl too. And it's just something that I usually do with my cups that I just really like. I'll try to pick that up in the pictures for you guys. Anyway, I hope that helps. We put epoxy on a 98-cent plastic bottle, and it worked. Thanks for watching, guys. Until next time, happy crafting!